Hi, I'm Tiana with Video Hairstyles, and I wanted to bring you guys the best styles from all these amazing and talented artists in the city. So let me know what you want to see and leave your comments and questions, and also help support and click on the subscribe button. This is Tiana with Video Hairstyles, and I'm here in Hollywood at Hairroin Salon. And we're here with Louis, who's one of their master stylists.
Hello, I'm Louis Payne, and I'm going to be showing you how to do victory rolls. It's a really beautiful vintage set. I believe Katy Perry is wearing this a lot right now, and it's really popular amongst a lot of vintage girls. What needs to happen is you need to decide on what side of the part is going to be on. You want to prep the hair with a good volumizing shampoo and conditioner, and we also blew her out with Thickify foam, just to be able to get a lot of body in the hair. The next thing that we did is we set her with a little bit of Shine Define, and we used a 3/4 inch iron, and we rolled all these curls up into 3 rolls on each side. So basically what you would do is you'd come in, take the hair around, and you would just kind of wrap it around the iron. And what you want to do is pin it to cool, just like so. Once it's pinned to cool, then everything will kind of drop out and look just like this, and then we'll comb all that out later. But the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that everything flows up into the rolls. So what I'm going to do is just remove the clips. And what we want to do is just comb all this up together, just so that we get a really good idea of how this is going to sit and stay. She has really thick, beautiful hair, so we want to make sure that this kind of rolls into a shape kind of similar to this. So it's really good that you check your mirror, make sure that you kind of see how it's styled and how you want it. I really like a little bit of the volume that is happening right here at the top of her head, and then the roll that kind of swoops over. So we're going to kind of pin it to kind of emulate that. It's also really important to just behind the ear to take a diagonal parting from the ear to the top of the crown, so that way when this comes and swoops around, you're able to kind of cover that seam and you don't have a big gap right behind the ear. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Zero Gravity Shaper. It's a lightweight working hairspray. So I want to hold it out at an angle kind of like so. I want the hair to exist here, so I want my back combing to reflect that. So I'm coming in and just kind of back combing this and making sure that all the front stays relatively smooth. So our back combing should look like this, in this direction. Again, I'll show you from the back, and we're just going to be back combing it here. A little more hairspray for control. I'm going to use a brush to kind of just brush everything into place. Roll it around your fingers, kind of just like so. You're going to take a long hairpin, and you're going to pin it inside of the back combing that you just back combed. So it stays. I always like to do everything very loose at first, just in case I want to change the shape. And then we can make it tighter later. So we can see that we have some beautiful movement there. This kind of swoops under. I really want this to kind of sit just like that. So we're going to make sure that happens. If any of your hair gets in the way, feel free to just pin it out of the way so that we are not disrupting your curl set. So I'm going to do that just like this, just so that way that stays clear. I think it's important to kind of smooth as you go, so make sure that you're just using, the back of your hand to kind of get a lot of those flyaways in there. Great, so we have one side established, which I think is great. And I'm just going to reinforce it a little bit with a hairpin. So we can come and bring this up, kind of set that in there. If we like the way that looks, then we just push our hairpin in. We're gonna move on to our other side and we're gonna do our other roll. Okay, so after we have our second side set into place, we'll just make sure that they're balanced. And then what I'm gonna do is just build a little bit of volume right here at the top. I'm gonna take a little bit of a teasing brush. And what I did with this back section is I rolled this one under. So this way this gives us a lot of height in through there, and then we're gonna brush it all out. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit and back comb so it's really nice and tight at the base. So then you can subdivide after you back comb. And just place the back combing really tight at the scalp. So this way when you throw this back, you get a lot of height right in through here. If you decide that you need a little bit more volume, feel free to go back and back comb it a little bit more. The top back should look something like this. Nice and smooth. These are kind of rolled in, and this comes out. So the next thing I'm gonna do is destroy my set. And the best way to do that is just by running your fingers through it just a little bit, so this way all the curls kind of collect with one another. So after that's kind of broken up a little bit, what I like to do is take a soft bristle brush and just brush through it. You can see how that wave starts to happen there, which I think is beautiful. And so we're getting this nice, beautiful ridge here because we set everything in one direction. So be mindful of your set because it is extremely important. You also can subdivide this a little bit and just back comb right in through here, just to kind of give it a little bit of bounce and fluff. If you have any pieces that are falling down, go ahead and spray this back into place. And so just come in with your rat tail comb and just lift a little bit of your back combing up at the base of the scalp. And what that's going to do is just give us a little bit more height and volume and to pick everything out. And we have a beautiful vintage Katy Perry inspired victory roll set.
Thank you for watching. Just so you know, 10% of all the profits that come into this channel are being donated to various charitable organizations. So please help us support and click on the subscribe button. Also, if you want to find out more information about me or video hairstyles, you can go to tianagriego.com.